Hey, hey, hey. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? It is your girl, Nurse Neshia in North Carolina of borntobehealthy.com. How are you doing today? Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Um, what I wanted to talk with you today is drug free ways to reduce anxiety. All right. Also, happy Monday. For many of you, it is the beginning of tomorrow will be the beginning of the work week if you have the day off. So, happy Monday to you. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Okay. All right. So, let's talk about drug free ways to reduce anxiety. Okay. Also, this is starting out as a Facebook Live. So, if you're catching me on YouTube, please bear with me as I shout people out as they join me in real time. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're catching this on YouTube, also follow me on Facebook. Hit the link in the description that says the original Facebook Live and hit like and see first so you can join me on Facebook. Okay, and hi to everybody that's joining me today. Okay, so drug free ways to calm anxiety. All right, the first thing is we need to identify what anxiety is. Okay, so anxiety is intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. You get a fast, rapid heartbeat, rapid breathing, rapid is fast, rapid breathing, sweating, feeling tired, all that stuff may occur, okay? And the reason why I want to talk to you about anxiety is because a lot of times people they don't realize that they are actually having anxiety. So we have to find drug-free ways to reduce anxiety. And the reason why I'm saying drug-free ways is because even though as a nurse, you would think that my thing is to push drugs on you, and this is the exact opposite. I love to go about a more holistic approach, whole as in the person's whole body, but a more holistic approach when it comes to situations like that, okay? So, for example, drugs would be the drugs that might help to treat anxiety will be something of the form of like benzodiazepines, which is like Xanax, Klonopin, Valium, Ativan, all these things, they have side effects. The side effects will be like headache, confusion, stuff like that. Also, you will have your Paxil, your Prozac, the Zoloft, the Lexapro. Those have side effects of like dry mouth, nausea, muscle weakness, diarrhea, dizziness, and sexual dysfunction. The reason why I'm saying drug-free ways to calm anxiety is because when you think about a medication and all the side effects that come with it, then it gets to the point where you're like, why do I even want to take this if it's giving me all these things to help release the problem that I have, right? So let's talk about some drug-free ways to calm anxiety. One would be to shout it out. Sometimes when we're anxious, the one thing that we need to do is to just scream. Just get somewhere where you can just scream and just let it all out, okay? A lot of times it makes you feel better, okay? Now, hold on, y'all, one sec. Excuse me. A lot of times that may make you feel better to just scream and just let it out. And don't think that just because you might have that anxiety, that pressure, that rapid heartbeat when you just start sweating and stuff, that there's something wrong with you. A lot of times it's just you're in an anxious state. So scream it out, just shout it out, and just get it off your chest, okay? Another thing would be exercise, all right? Y'all, physical activity definitely helps our bodies. Physical activity raises endorphins and serotonin levels to help you feel better on the inside, all right? And it also improves your entire outlook. So definitely, if you can, get some exercise and walk around, jog, do some jumping jacks or something. Get active, get moving. They may help you calm your anxiety, okay? The next thing would be to break up with caffeine. Sometimes we need to have breaks in caffeine. Now, if you're one that you just cannot, you get anxious and caffeine makes it worse, then don't take caffeine. Okay. Some people, caffeine might exactly help them. But if you're that type, you might need to break up with caffeine, or take a break with caffeine. All right. When under pressure, caffeine, what it does is, it get the nervous system, that nervous energy can reduce anxiety attack. Okay, it can it can induce a anxiety attack. So induce meaning that it can put more pressure on the anxiety attack. All right, so if you have to, you might need to take a break from caffeine. The next one would be give yourself a bedtime. All right, y'all. Chronic sleep deprivation makes you more sustainable to anxiety. I repeat, chronic sleep deprivation makes you more sustainable to anxiety. So y'all, get rest. Sometimes you have to get rest. We need rest, all right? And a lot of times we might take pride in working so many jobs and stuff like that, or just take pride in how busy that we are, but eventually your body's going to get to the point where it's going to shut down. So you need to definitely try to get some rest, okay? And if y'all see some bags under my eyes, it's because I have children. So a lot of times I don't get enough sleep like I should, all right? Okay, and the next thing would be feel okay saying no. And doesn't mean that you shouldn't help anybody, but the person who constantly always saying yes and always helping people, sometimes, even though it makes them feel better, sometimes it can be overwhelming. All right. So just say no sometimes. And sometimes I have to tell myself that, just say no. Like, no, I'm not doing this. No, you know what I'm saying? But definitely just feel okay to say no every once in a while. All right. That might help you reduce anxiety. Okay, guys. So if you or someone that you know might have some issues with anxiety and you need more tips on how to treat anxiety, or if you would like more information about exactly what I use to help treat anxiety, because sometimes I do get anxious, definitely reach out to me and let me know, okay? But for now, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't see you, or if we don't see each other the rest of today, continue to have a wonderful rest of your day. And let's all take a moment to reflect on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Guys, this man, besides, we all know all of the great things that he did, right? He did so many great things. He was a huge part of the civil rights movement. I mean, he did so many great things. And the fact that right before he was about to do he was going to do like another, I don't want to say tour, right? Because I feel like he was touring though. Martin Luther King was doing tours. But another thing that he was gathering together right before he was assassinated, before he was shot and then killed at the hospital that he went to, which that's a whole nother topic because a lot of people don't know that, but was the Poor Man's March. Martin Luther King Jr. was actually putting together a Poor Man's March. And what he was going to do with that march was get people of color to really take a look at our financial situation. Excuse me, y'all. And because he wasn't able to do that, right? Because as soon as he changed his agenda, that's when he was assassinated. But one thing that I want to say is the fact that he didn't get to that agenda does not mean that we needed to overlook it. That's still something that goes on to this day. 50, oh gosh, I don't know how many years it's been since he's been passed away. But 50 plus years, right, since he's been gone, we still have that problem, in our community, which is the financial issues in our community. Right before he was murdered, that was definitely one thing that he was working towards. So let's just take this time to sit and reflect on that, okay? Guys, our financial state of mind and our finances are really, really huge. And the fact that our friend Martin, I like to say our friend Martin, because I remember as a child I watched a cartoon movie about Martin Luther King and it was called Our Friend Martin. But the fact that our friend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., he wasn't able to complete that Poor Man's March, and a lot of times we talk about the finances and then we get off of it. Then we talk about it and then we get off it. Then we talk about it and we get off it. Y'all, it is really, really, really impeccable for us to be able to talk about that. A lot of times people talk about breaking generational curses and stuff like that, but they don't know. But the problem is you have to be able to teach people and to inform them when it comes to breaking generational curses. What is the generational curse? Because a lot of times people, that kind of flies over everybody's head, and not everybody, but a lot of people just don't know. And a lot of people in our community probably really just don't know. And especially the thank goodness the millennials and the younger people, a lot of them are really, really smart. And they're like, they rather take matters into their own hands and stuff. But if you can, just take a minute and sit down and reflect and probably do just a little bit more research on Martin Luther King Jr. Because a lot of things that we thought, or a lot of things that they put on the news and put on TV, kind of is a little twist to the truth, right? Because they'll say, oh, we know he was shot on the balcony, and I don't know if they was trying to say he died on the way to the hospital, but it's been facts that he died at the hospital because they refused to treat him. You know what I'm saying? The doctors and the doctors ordered the nurses not to treat him, and they refused to treat him at the hospital. And I think it was a pillow involved. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, regardless of however that happens, we have to sit down and we have to reflect on these situations, okay? But definitely before Dr. King was assassinated, he was formulated, his agenda changed, and he was formulating the Poor Man's March, and he never actually got a chance to do it. So that means that we were supposed to take that into our own hands and to get that financial situation going, right? But definitely, and I know I got off topic about talking about anxiety, but because it is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, or the day that we celebrate his date of birth, his holiday, I did want to put that out there, okay? But anyways, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you can, do a little research and tell me what you found out, okay? Definitely, but y'all have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and definitely just take the time to reflect on Dr. King. Also, just some other ways that if you know somebody who may have anxiety or may be suffering for anxiety, or if you are suffering from anxiety, those are some drug-free ways to calm anxiety. There's other things that that you can do to combat that anxiety. Definitely reach out to me and let me know, and I'll give you some more tips about combating anxiety, okay? All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Talk with you later. Bye.